We have a messy situation about a VTuber giveaway and Gen AI. So let's get into this. So we have this post by Guts and Mal, who goes by GutsyVT on Twitter, writing, I do not, and I really mean do not, go public when I'm wronged often, but I have been wronged every turn of this giveaway, and I will not sit by while both me and the VTuber artist are wronged this way. I'm sorry to bring this to you all. So the post reads, don't harass anyone, thanks. Sorry, formatting will suck. So this is involving this other VTuber by the name of Lilypad. So Lilypad had posted a Road to 1K giveaway. So they gave away a full body model that's fully rigged with many additional pieces. They had some requirements to enter. And as you can see, it's like a reddish pink haired demon VTuber wearing kind of this black gown. And Gutsy writes, giveaway post from Lilypad's VT, the model and pack I had won. And here is the post where you can see Lily posted that Guts and Mal was the winner. The doc reads, she did not have permission to give me the model. I did not know this until scripting of the doc took place. I apologize for having used the model on stream without the artist's permission. So these are DMs that it looks like Gutsy is having with an Etsy seller who goes by the name of Tiny Manga Gifts. It's a bit cropped off, but they're asking if there's changes that could be made because they found out that the AI design she mimics is being sold still to this day, and that makes me uncomfortable. Any help would be appreciated, or even just permission to change parts of her myself. Thank you for your time. And Tiny Manga Gifts adds, oh, because the demand she gave us was to design the model almost according to the AI picture, and we didn't know she was giving the model away. And Gutsy writes, I'm so sorry. I had no idea you weren't informed. I understand if you wish to rescind my ownership of her, as it is unfair that you had no say. If anything else can be worked out, please let me know. I am so sorry for the bother and thank you for your time. It means a lot. And here you can see in DMs, Gutsy asks, sorry, I'm having a hard time figuring out which artist made the VTuber itself. Can you shoot me their link? And they send a link to Tiny Manga Gifts on Etsy. Then Gutsy adds the AI and links. So here we can see there is this design, and then there is this design. Again, another pink demon VTuber with the pinkish reddish hair with that like white chunk in the bangs. And then as you can see in the final design, the whole face and the hair is very similar to the AI. And then some aspects of the lower body's outfit is changed. You know, there's longer sleeves and it kind of has a cape on the back. Like it's a long skirt instead of this is kind of just like a one piece. And then in the DMs, Gutsy said, hello again. I'm so sorry to bother with AI shit again, but do you know if the artist for my VTuber either used AI or had made the model after seeing something? I'm trying to figure out if the design just got fed into AI after the fact or if the AI design existed first. I found a few images on Pinterest that made me double take. It's cropped off, but it's explained to be Lily responding, definitely not, those are the inspo pics. Gutsy says, oh, okay, I see, sorry, thank you. I was so worried for a moment. And Lily says, no worries, you're all good. I can assure you the model was created by an actual artist using lots of inspo pics like that one. And Gutsy says, okay, fair, thank you, and Lily says, okay. The doc reads, Lilypad's acknowledging the existence of the AI, confirming she was aware of it beforehand, without informing me the model was ripped off of an AI adopt. Proof the model is being sold on other platforms, predating my usage and her usage of it. So here you can see there is an AI adoptable that looks to be posted by somebody called Sleepy Beepy. On Pinterest, you can see it says AI adoptable. Oh, and one thing to note, it says 12 months ago. And Gutsy writes, I had already made it known to Lilypads that an artist who had made fan art for the giveaway had an AI portfolio, which she alleged she had no idea of. Yet on a previous account, she had been tagged in, shown his AI portfolio. Now she may not have seen it, that's true. But if she had, she lied. The following will be the conversation and the proof of her other account being shown. So Lilypads, aka Bambi, and more below. So a big part is that Gutsy alleges this Bambi person is Lily. So as you can see here, the Reddit user goes by the name of Bambi Boops, but they go by the nickname of Lily and their profile photo is the adopt. So here you can see in their posting history, they're posting in r/virtual YouTubers and they are posting an adoptable, right? Where it's like a model reveal and it says Bambi Boops. And as you can see, this is the completed reveal, which is the model that actually was given away by Lily to Gutsy. So again, these screenshots showcase the Bambi Boops Reddit page, which you can see they're in r/virtual YouTuber. They're posting about a VTuber adopt. They're posting about joining a VTuber group. And this is what we saw, which was the model reveal. And here we can see that there is somebody called Jonathan replying to Bambi Boops with a link to their art station. And Gutsy writes, the same AI bro responding to Lily about what I can't tell as she deleted her old Twitter. And if you go to the Bambi Boops Twitter page, it's gone. Then they add the proof of Bambi using the model and being Lily. So you can see here, there is a page called Suck You Baby, which looks to be a VTuber group, where they're revealing the debut of a VTuber joining called Bambi. For this one, maybe I'm like confused, but I can't see how this post indicates that the Bambi person is Lily. I mean, it could be based on the Reddit, right? Where it says Bambi Boops and they go by the nickname Lily Pads and they also have the model as their profile photo. But this just kind of shows the debut of the Bambi Boops person using that model. And then they add, Lily had also told me that a friend had bought the art for the model. And in the DMs, Lily says, "Oh, I didn't know. All the art and the artists were commissioned by my friend. I just gave away the model and the art they purchased." Then here we have an artist by the name of Tokyo Pepper writing commission done for the adorable Bambi Boops. Thank you very much for the opportunity and loving my amazing idea. Drift away in a dreamy sea of cherry blossoms. Join her and support her on Twitch, and they link the Bambi Boops Twitch page. And it reads, maybe she hadn't calmed this, but the fact the artist tagged her saying it was done for her and her friend had not been tagged in the giveaway post. To me, it feels off, but I am biased. Coupled with her saying she didn't know the artist, felt like an escape after seeing these. I was not told that the model had been previously used, which would have been nice in my opinion. I was not told it was ripped off of AI, which is moral whether people want it to be or not. I was not told she had been previously a part of a VTuber group. This is all information that should be disclosed after a giveaway is completed, essentially to an artist who cares deeply about AI usage and its theft of actual art. Here's proof of the conversation and lack of transparency, as well as proof of her usage of it up until recent. Here it reads, when did Lilypad's VT start streaming on Twitch? They started February 17th. Then here we have the Suck You Baby debut on February 21st of Bambi Boops. So here in the DMs with Lily, Lily says, hi, congrats on winning. I'm currently at work, but I will be working on getting your package to you as soon as you can. Here's what you'll receive. 1 fully rigged model, 1 character rough sheet, 3 unique art pieces, 1 profile photo, 1 profile banner, and stream overlays. Please let me know if you'd like to view these art pieces. I can go ahead and send some of the art to you via DM as a preview, but I will need your email to send all the files over with proper credit for each artist. Gutsy says, oh my goodness, thank you so much. This is an absolute dream and I don't have the words. Please take your time. I can happily wait. My email is gutsydemise. Thank you again so much. I am in shock. And Lily says, oh, I'm so glad. I'll start putting together that package for you. Then they thank each other, and Lily says they sent the files, and Gutsy says they received them, and thank you again. They were so excited. And Lily says, of course, I'm so happy to help out. Please, if you need anything, let me know. Then Gutsy in the doc writes, I was in shock while communicating with Lily as I was just so upset and wanted to believe it was a mistake, and did my best to give her as many outs and leeway as possible, but I was not met with much in terms of explanation or answers. And after having done my own digging, I chose to both block her and go public with this as I felt I have been wronged deeply. However, I can own I was very passive in our messages, and that was a mistake on my part. I'm sorry. I had also begun communicating with her before finding most of this information as context. So again, here, this was Gutsy asking for the artist, and Lily sent that Etsy link. Lily states they have a team of artists who work on projects and that they can send a sketch of the model. And then Gutsy says, I trust the model itself is an AI. I'm just personally not comfortable with the similarities between the AI and the model herself. So I'm going to ask if they're open to changing her up some, as I've seen the AI image I sent to you being sold on DeviantArt. So I want to change the model a little to avoid any issues that could pop up. I hope that makes sense. Lily says, no worries at all. And Gutsy says, sorry for all the troubles and thank you for your help. Then Gutsy adds, AI is not something I'm okay with, nor am I comfortable with a model that is mine being a near perfect mirror of an AI adopt being sold at this moment, with multiple people claiming her as theirs, while the person who gave me the model knew that it was crafted so closely to an AI adopt. It feels disingenuous and sneaky, coupled with a lack of transparency littered in both her public and private relations to the model. I should note if a model I have is unknown IP or character. On a more personal note, I'm not well off. I'm dirt broke. I could only afford an $85 model I had saved up months for, on top of having to pay off other things, and am deeply hurt by this behavior. I feel like I was jibbed out of what felt like such an amazing opportunity, one I could never afford anytime soon. I do not want this to happen to somebody else, especially not someone in my position, who can't afford a high quality model nor a stream pack. I'm so hurt and I'm just completely lost on what to do. Hopefully this can be a learning experience, and hopefully you guys understand why I'm currently stuck, unsure what to do with both my brand and model. I'm currently contacting the artist in hopes they'll let me alter parts of her, but if they don't, then I'll figure something out. I do not intend to permanently keep this AI branded model as is. It goes against what I stand for. Yippee. And then Gutsy quote retweeted that tweet, writing, I'm gonna spend today redesigning myself, and hitting up the artists involved to see if they'll allow me to change colors on the pre-existing fan art and comms. Any further help spreading this BS is appreciated. I hope no one else has to deal with this ever again. And then Lilypad tweets, I just want to give my 2 cents since I didn't get a chance to defend myself. I am not Bambi Boops, nor was I ever this person. This is an IRL friend of mine who commissioned the giveaway model themselves. I had no say in it. They used the model for like a month and decided VTubing wasn't for them, and gave it to me to give away to help me reach my follower goals. I have the original artist's permission attached to give it away. I had no idea the art used was AI, as again, I didn't make the model, nor was I aware it was fully copied as the winner claims. I think it's horrible. All artists involved gave the green light for her to give it away, and it's insane to me that people are blindly supporting the winner. I wanted to help. My apologies for not giving every single detail. I had no idea about all of this and have since confronted the original owner of the model. My apologies for any concerns or issues this rose. I'm genuinely hurt and surprised that the winner didn't try to hash this out personally. So in the DMs, it looks to be the manga account, that same Etsy seller saying all the items are actually kind of custom services, so the price would accurately be defined by your request. And then they say, may I ask, you want to give your model for free to your friends or others, right? If for free, that's totally okay. So this is timestamp March 9th. I don't know when the timestamp of the one Gutsy sent, the messages Gutsy sent. But here, Tiny Manga says, oh, because the demand she gave us was to design the model according to the AI, and we didn't know she was giving the model away. One screenshot says that they said yes, the other screenshot says they didn't know. To give some benefit of the doubt, my little tinfoil hat conspiracy theory as to what could have also happened is looking at this account on Etsy, they look to be a studio more so than one person, especially even in this screenshot, they refer to themselves in the third person as we, which typically means it's more than one person. My assumption is that this is a studio, so they probably have multiple artists and multiple people on the Etsy account. So there could be a situation where one person said yes, I don't know, the other artist logged onto the Etsy account, and then because they weren't made aware of it, they didn't know it was being given away. And we ended up in a situation like this where it wasn't like a malicious thing, but that genuinely it was a studio and not one person. And then Lily writes, that being said, if you want to unfollow me, go ahead. I was only trying to help out somebody who wanted a VTuber model given what I had received, and apparently I managed to mess that up. And a commenter, Toa Nepro Kraifa, writes, I don't think you're to blame or like fully to blame. Like maybe you could have checked more, but that's literally hindsight. You trusted that everything was done right, so I don't think you should be blamed just because you put your trust in someone. I don't know if that all made sense. Lily Pan says, exactly. I trusted the original owner of the model, and now I'm finding out all this stuff about it. So I'm like, I don't know, I feel bad, but at the same time, I guess I should have dug deeper into what that person was doing with it. And then Lily adds, this will be the last I talk about it, but my sincerest apologies to the winner. I should have learned more about the background of the model before giving it away. All information I was aware of was surface level, and I had no intention of giving away something that turned out to be problematic. And then Gutsy seems to be redesigning the model into something that looks different. Again, don't send hate to any parties involved. That is never the case for this. For me, it always falls into two situations, whether you give the benefit of doubt or whether you're more cynical. The one thing I, again, personally think that the Etsy giveaway, whether it was allowed or not, could have been just a huge misunderstanding from an Etsy seller that is multiple people. But the one thing that I'm confused about, because there's this debate about Bambi being Lily, and Lily is stating that it's not them, is this Reddit account. So, because it goes by the user of Bambi Boops and it has the profile, and again, it had the debut, like the model reveal of this demon model, but their nickname is Lily Pads. So, I mean, maybe their IRL friend Bambi changed their nickname on Reddit to Lily Pads as a joke. That is the one thing where I'm just a little confused, because then it makes it look like you guys are the same person. I personally do think that in the case of a VTuber and a VTuber model giveaway, I do agree with Gutsy in that, yo, if the model was previously used, that it would be a nice little heads up to know because, I mean, this model wasn't used for very long. Clearly, the reveal was posted at most 4 months ago, so it really wasn't used for very long. But again, with a VTuber model, it's not just artwork, but it also comes with an identity as well. So you would want to know whether it's been used because then, you could run into a situation where the VTuber model was used by somebody problematic. You now have the model and people think that problematic stuff is associated with you when it's not because you're a new person. So there's always that scenario. So I do think it would have been a nice common courtesy. The biggest thing is, do you think that Lily was Bambi or do you think they're two separate people? And then that runs into the whole situation. If Lily was Bambi, then we do have a situation where we have somebody presenting an artist with a whole bunch of AI generated slop and being like, make the model look just like this. And that, in my opinion, is very bad. If we do have a scenario where the friend did that and the friend and Lily are not the same person, then how would Lily know? The friend would just give them the model. Lily, hindsight's 2020, should have done a little bit more digging, but honestly, you don't know what you don't know. They probably got the model one of their first giveaways, they were like, "Oh, okay, like I'll just give it away. I'll give away everything. Thanks for giving me the model because you're not going to use it anymore." And they just legitimately didn't know. So, again, I'm curious on your thoughts about this whole scenario. Again, this is not to send hate to any parties involved. I just thought it was a very interesting situation because there's this like mistaken identity here. But yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. And again, if you like this video, I appreciate it if you like and subscribed. And don't forget to check me out on VGen. I'm on there now. And I am also on Coffee. I have free resources there for streamers and content creators. And I also stream on Twitch 3 days a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays at 6 p.m. PST. So I hope to catch you guys there or in another one of my videos.